Delco. What is Delco? Urban Dictionary, maybe the best definition of any place in the history of any place. Delco is the nickname for Delaware County. Not just a place to live, it's a way of life. Delco isn't something you obtain with a short visit while you're passing through. Never has been, or don't actually live here, you just won't understand. Delco is something you can spot across the bar while out of town. Speaking of bars, there's 42-to-1 ratio when it comes to bars to libraries. Delco people love being from Delco. I don't know if there's anything special from Delco, except being a Delco guy, I kind of like it.
What is up, Delaware County? Welcome back for another high school baseball preview episode. Brendan Ricciardi here. Let's see if I can get this right. Jake Mansfield, Luke Ladislaw, Brendan Soper, Logan Bubb. It's good to get another Brendan on the show. I really appreciate it. But how you guys doing? Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks for having us. Yeah, thanks for having us out.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's kind of start off before we get into the 2026 season. I'd love to hear you guys kind of just talk a little bit about last year. You know, both the good and the bad from throughout the year.
I feel like we started off the season pretty good. Started 2 Central League wins are huge, especially in the league that we play in. One thing like early is like we had those timely hits that like won us some games, especially that Conestoga game. That game was huge for us, confidence wise, because we knew going in their record didn't really show how their upside that they really had, and that was huge. And for this year, timely hitting is going to be huge for us because late last year, that was one of the negatives late that we didn't have those timely hits that we needed to win those close games.
Like Luke said, timely hits are going to be huge. Last year, John and Bobby set the culture well, showed us how to lead, and all that kind of stuff is just super helpful.
I thought we were like a real tight-knit group and showed on the field at times. We were like real gritty, and we were in almost every game.
They covered it all, I think. It's all just there's a time and a place for everything. We just need their timely hits to come in, score some runs early in the game, late in the game. Usually we start off hot and then we kind of cool down, but we got to stay hot, keep our feet on their necks the entire time.
Consistency is going to be huge this year. We didn't have that consistency last year.
So you guys played in our game of the, I think it was our game of the year. Would you guys score like 10 runs in the 2 years in a row? That's right.
Yeah, 11 runs in the 7th.
11 runs in the 7th inning.
The game was wild.
Were you guys still alive in the race at that time, or were you just spoiling Lower Merion getting the bye?
Kind of. It would have took a lot, especially with Haverford down the stretch.
So at what point during that rally did you guys think like we can actually come back? Because I think if I recall, it was maybe like 11-2 or something. At what point in that inning did you guys think like we can actually come back?
I would say once we went through our lineup once John was up. And it was down to like a 2-run lead, I think. Super confident since that point.
Especially when they gave us a lot of like openings, like in that inning, couple errors, got a couple like 2 runners on, scoring position, and then those timely hits I was talking about, they came at the end of that game, which was huge and ended up working out.
I didn't really believe it till it was like 10-11, and their heads all started dropping, and you could tell they were rattled.
Anything to add? Anybody else, or we move on? All right, cool. All right, well, let's turn the page to 2026 now. What have you guys kind of seen, whether it be the off-season workouts, tryouts, just kind of how the group is starting to take shape?
Before we get to that, I'd like to add, got a new addition to the squad this year. All Delco center for football, Andrew Casey from our football team.
Oh yeah,
he's gonna be our team manager this year. Guy brings a lot of energy. It's gonna be an absolute animal in the dugout.
Could we ever see him on the field, or strictly behind the scenes role?
Possible senior night. We'll try to get him out there, but behind the scenes, you'll see him for sure. You'll definitely hear him.
I'm sure he's a unit if he's the center of the football team. Yeah,
guy's an animal.
Shout out the boy. Anything to add to that, or
no?
All right. Well, let's going back to that question, just about like what have you guys seen off-season workouts, like whether it be lifts, whether it be hitting, just tryouts, about how the team's kind of starting to take shape. We'll let you go first because you have to go at the end usually.
Well, I think personally, I play other sports, so I'm not there as much in the off season, but I'm showing up late. In other seasons, I can tell like we're kind of slow going into the season. I feel like this year, like by the time I was there, everybody was already in mid-season mode. Like everyone's ready to go. Like their mentality, they're ready to everything to get started. Everything's been since day one that I've gotten there. They're just go, 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 go. So I think that could be really good for us this year.
I think everyone's balled in, and all like even like underclassmen who on like risk of making the team. Everybody, they were at every lift, every practice, everything.
Definitely the culture piece is there right now. I mean, I played basketball, so I showed up a little late, like Logan. We both did, and yeah, same thing he said. We came in, everybody's locked in, ready to go, and I think it'll show Monday in those scrimmages, Tuesday, and then ultimately when we play Ben Salem the 16th.
This off season, the younger guys were working super hard. Just like some names, Aiden Wong, Evan Angle, Ryan DeHurso has been like absolutely working like every single day, and it's gonna show on the field.
Nangle's a stud. I used to work at a Sen. I would see him on one of their teams for sure. All right, so you guys are returning a decent amount of your pitching. Obviously, John's gone, but like Jake, you pitched a lot. Luke, Brendan, you guys all pitched. How do you guys feel about going into the year having so much experience on that staff, just to kind of lead you throughout?
I think experience is almost the biggest part of varsity baseball, and us three all coming back with the most innings on the team is huge.
I'm gonna miss watching John Teen play baseball.
Yeah, miss playing with him.
Yeah.
I'll say the pitching is huge because I mean we're returning 3 of our guys, which is huge because I mean that in this league pitching can win you games sometimes, and
just the same as last year. Just throwing strikes, not walking people, trusting our defense, and yeah.
Jake did the smart thing. Jake was second team All-Delco last year, but now he's interning with us, which gets you pushed up to the first team. He's going to be helping with some of the research stuff and the writing and whatnot. From an offensive perspective, a lot of familiar faces. I know you guys lost John and Bobby near the top of the order. Who are maybe some guys that could really step in on offense and kind of help fill the void there?
I'll start with a fellow PCL transfer, Jaden Carney from Bonner.
Mm-hmm.
He transferred early in the season last year. Just didn't get up to that varsity level because he transferred in like after our Myrtle trip, kind of late. But kid's a baller. He'll step into.
Shout out his dad who made me a wood bat.
Yeah, prime backhoe.
Yeah, I got
shout out.
He made me a Delco baseball now torpedo bat. It's like royal blue and gold. And we shot a video in another one of our sponsors, McDevitt's inflatable cage that he's got.
It's great what they got going on over there. Yeah, he's definitely
awesome.
going to step in.
The
and
cage is awesome.
He's going to step in
He's
and
got a
get
really
baller
nice
for
swing.
us.
Just very, very clean, very straight to the ball. Yeah.
Last year, Jaden Davis, Defensive Player of the Year.
That's right.
This year, we're expecting a lot of offense out of him, making that stride into the next level.
Any more guys at all?
Aiden Wong, freshman, started the year with us the whole year, and he's worked his ass off all fall and had a great fall.
I got John Tien's little brother, Justin. He really stepped up to the end of the season last year, starting at third base. Not the biggest guy, but hard over height. He's really fundamental guy. He'll get hits for us. Defensively, he's really solid. And I think he could have a good year.
Was he a sophomore last year or freshman?
Yeah, he's a junior.
He's a junior now. Got it.
He had a lot of timely hits for us last year, which was huge.
Well, 2 years ago, we had Danny Stickney on the show, and he made a big point to emphasize the tribe mentality. Is that something that has stuck with you guys, or is that more just Danny being a psychopath?
That's definitely still here, and actually, that's kind of taken off a little within our school. It's like kids are just like, here's a tribe and stuff. And it's kind of just like a joke.
I love it.
Yeah, I feel like with that, it's just being a scrappy baseball team. I mean, trying to win every pitch that we can, grinding it out, and that's going to go a long way, especially in those late games, late in the year when we're trying to make a playoff push, get back in the playoffs, like you said, since like 2018. So it'll be huge down the stretch, being that scrappy team.
I think as like the term tribe, like you think of like brotherhood. I think our baseball team recently, like this year, we've gotten really close. Like I think we're starting to become a family. Like we are brotherhood, and it just every day the bond, the chemistry, like it all grows. It's coming together. Like and you'll be able to tell. Like when the season starts, it's all coming together.
They got it down pretty much. Yeah. One question I have for you guys: do you feel like you have a true rival in the baseball world? Because I assume in football it's probably Springfield, right? Does that feel like?
For football wise, I'd say it's more Garnet.
Yeah.
For baseball, I don't think we have typically one true rival. I think we have a lot of close games every year, hard fought. with people top of the league, middle, bottom, like everybody, like we always have a good game, which might not always be a good thing, but you go to a Ridley baseball game, you'll probably see a close game.
Sounds like we have to get out for game of the week this year then,
Yeah,
for
definitely.
sure.
Come check us out.
Luke, one question I wanted to ask for you. So you said you transferred, was it O'Hara?
O'Hara, yes.
So what was it that kind of brought you back? Was it sports? Was it, just in school, just wanted to be back with the boys?
A little bit of schooling, but yeah, missed the fellas for sure. It was great coming back. Definitely a good decision. But I have a lot of respect for O'Hara over there. Coach Benedict, great guy.
Yep.
All my Interborough boys are over there. Sean, Paudrig, and Adam. But yeah, no, they were great.
You
a lot
had a
of respect
brother
for
that
him.
played here too, correct?
My cousin Zach, he's
okay,
at Williamson. He's senior at Williamson.
got
He plays on the baseball team.
We had a lot of Delco guys that play at Williamson. So what you mentioned that last year was the first year you guys hadn't made the playoffs since 2018. So what do you kind of think is just an important key to kind of getting back in there and starting a new streak?
Going out and just controlling the controllables. I feel like last year we didn't do that, and we got out of our body a little bit. Me, including myself, I tried to do a little too much. I didn't have the greatest year last year, but I'm looking to bounce back this year and get back in there for sure.
Yeah, like one thing that stands out is just like them keeping our heads like up. Like if we're like on like a losing streak, we just gotta keep our heads like above that and just like and get to the next game.
To build off what he said, like one error would turn it to like you would let the mistakes build up and it killed us.
Nothing to add there? Yeah, I know going last sucks. All right, well, let's talk a little bit about post-high school here. Logan, you were playing a college sport. You're not playing baseball. You're playing football. I like to ask people about their recruiting process, so I would still like to hear about how you ended up at Ursinus for football.
So towards the end of the season, we had a bunch of college coaches who would come in and he kind of just like talk about their school, not really one-on-one, but just about their school, kind of try to persuade you to either go visit, try to like talk to you about their school. And then after that, you had the coaches who would personally text you, and I was lucky enough to have multiple coaches text me personally. I set up some visits. I got it down to 2 or 3 schools at the very end. I ended up choosing Ursinus for football, but Carrie, who also went to Ursinus.
That's right, I forgot about that.
Me and the baseball coach are now talking, and hopefully I can try to work to get a walk-on spot there as well.
Yeah, why not? Why not? I feel like football recruiting is interesting because there's no travel ball. Like it's literally just what you do in the fall there. That's very exciting. What position are you?
I'm a wide receiver and returner.
Is that what they want you at?
Yeah, they want me as a returner for now, but as I get older, hopefully to be on the offensive side of the ball as well.
That's sick. Brendan, I believe still uncommitted. Do you know what your kind of plans are after?
Nah, I'm still undecided. Got talking to a couple coaches, but nothing much happened.
Luke, also still uncommitted, I believe. I know you said you play basketball.
Yeah.
Are one of those two a potential for you?
Yeah, it's always a dream to play at the next level. And I had a big summer in basketball, AAU circuit, and for Philly Live, the Philly Live in Philly for
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Not too. I was a hockey guy in high school,
Yeah.
so I don't know too much about basketball.
So yeah, I had a couple conversations with coaches there, and then I had a solid season, but not to my expectations. And then baseball, it's a little slow right now, but hopefully the big season this year could maybe propel me to get
you
an
gotta
offer
do
or
what
two.
our guy Jack Quinn's doing. You got to do the basketball baseball.
Yeah,
combo.
Quinn's the boy.
Yeah,
Quinn's the boy.
Jake, you are 100% going to Penn State, right? Are you trying out for the club team or golf? You do golf too, right?
Yeah. Club golf probably. That's
Yeah.
probably
Well, if you decide baseball, let me know. I'll put in the good word for you.
Yeah.
I still got a couple buddies there. There's a lot of Delco guys that go there. A couple Marple there right now. But all right, last question for you guys. Unfortunately, Coach Tom Carey could not make it in today. But what do you guys have to say just about what he's done with the program? I believe this is his 3rd year now, and just what it's like playing for him. We can start with you this time, so you get to.
Coach Carey, he's awesome coach. He really cares about his players. He checks on you mentally, physically. If your arm's a little sore one day, he tells you to take a break. There's no risk in it at all. Like, he's really involved with community, all like the younger kids we have. He wants to keep Ridley and Ridley because some people leave.
Yeah.
But he would like to keep the young kids in Ridley because I think the young kids that we see at like camps, really talented. Like, they want to keep tribe. They want to keep Ridley together, and they think in a couple years we could be really good.
It's tough to fight off the private schools.
Yeah.
He puts his everything into our program. Ever since he's gone here 2 years ago, he's been nonstop all year round, just nonstop.
He's a teacher at this.
He's a math
at the high
teacher
school. At
eighth
the
grade.
high school too. Yeah.
Like he's added like weightlifting, like all season workouts, like everything you could possibly think of off season. We've done it. Everything he can possibly put into the program. That's what he does.
He can swing. He can still swing it too.
Yeah.
It's got to be
Yeah, he
cool.
can.
It's got to be cool for him
Count
because
Black Sox.
yeah, exactly. Like he's got to. Well, it's cool because he's coaching some of your guys all year, and then all of a sudden him and John are hitting back to back in the order. You know, anything add on to that?
I've only been here for a year, but you can always tell he's balled in. He's always ready for the challenge. He makes those sacrifices in the lineup if we need it. I mean, he took me out a little bit, which is fine. I wasn't hitting last year, but he'll be brutally honest with you. Like
it's accountability.
if you're not playing, you're not going to play. You're not playing good, you're not going to play. But I stayed true to myself, and hopefully I come back this year stronger than ever.
But like they're all saying, there's nothing bad you can say about Coach Carey. As a sophomore, playing for Coach Carey, him just like trusting me in those situations, just like means so much to me, and just like knowing my coach is always supporting me is great.
All right, last question I forgot to add. Are you guys officially captains? Do you guys have captains?
These two are.
These two. So how do you guys feel? And this is kind of a question that could be for anybody about, having maybe more of like a leadership role, whether that be vocal, whether that be just by your actions, where maybe last year, I'd imagine John was probably a pretty big leader. And so how do you guys feel about maybe just being more of a leader this year?
Just like I said earlier, John and Bobby implemented that culture last year, just like making sure everyone's on time, wearing the right stuff, just like the simple things like that.
I'll touch on the leadership aspect. I'm probably gonna be in the middle infield this year, so being vocal with the team out there is always huge because you never know when late in the game you need to know where you're going. So I'm gonna make sure everybody knows where they're at. Like even if I'm not a captain, my presence will be felt on the field for sure.
John and Bobby really set the standard last year and just made it easy for us to carry it on and just hold people accountable.
Well, for me, in center field, since sophomore, junior year, I was always a younger guy. So as a sophomore, obviously, I'm not really such a leader as much. Junior year, I'm sharing an outfield with our captain, Bobby, so I couldn't have been as much of a leader then anyway. But this year, senior center field, I like to take control of the outfield at least. Maybe not so much the infield, but the outfield wise, I'll take the leader role out there.
Well, remember, if there's a fly ball between both of you, you get to call them off. Yeah. But, all right, boys. Well, you got something else to add?
Yeah. And again, even like freshmen and sophomores who aren't really on the team, but they come out and we hang out like almost every week.
Yeah, that's great.
The brotherhood's huge.
The tribe mentality.
Yep.
All right, boys. Thank you so much for taking the time to come in. Wish you guys the best of luck this season. We'll get you guys out on Game of the Week this year. How about that?
Thank you.
Sounds good. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.